How is it possible, sir? How do you make it happen? I'm sure there's a great learning for many organizations to learn from you.
So I strongly believe in that the three P's to be balanced, whether it is people, profit, or the planet.
So things can happen so long they are happening, but you can't guarantee any success, continued success with
Yes.
the changing environment and changing landscape of talent.
Talent and technology is going to be the differentiator. Again, technology is based on talent. The entire skill sets are changing. So how do you reskill them? That is the next priority. So if you are only focusing on to here and now, and then they don't see a future after 5 years, then they will necessarily look out and eventually go into a different environment.
Do you see a very dramatic change shifts in the HR practices and to such an extent that some HR roles may turn extinct?
Yeah, total. There will be a total change in the HR domain.
Okay.
Most of the thing will get automated because of your technology. Even now itself, the entire sourcing, shortlisting, stack ranking, performance conversation, everything has become automated, including learning. It has gone into digital learning.
Yes.
There's a online coach available which will help you to summarize, which you can ask questions. So it has moved. So the different and many of the routine activities today has been moved to shared service centers, which is entire thing is getting automated. Whether it is on onboarding, whether it is processing of claims, whether it is background verification, or whether including the release of offer letters today for most of the positions, everything is moved. All my 23 companies have one shared service center, which is handled there. So the differentiator will be the people connect, business HR partner. How do you engage with people? How do you help them to look at their career path? How do you engage them in terms of uh, their fixing of their targets, giving of feedback, one-on-one feedback. So it is more of the IPR as well as the emotional intelligence, and then people connect. That is where it will make the differentiator. All the routine, repeated tasks will just move away. So there are 80-20 principle. There are most of the HR people, 80% of the time are doing the repeated task
Hmm.
in a
Hmm.
day. If they look at 80 and 20% maybe this type of connect, moving to site, talking to people, looking at their helping them in pathing their career or giving a feedback. So now it will get reversed because this 80% will get automated. So you have to build those skills. Otherwise you'll become extinct in the setup.
So
That's why
if
I keep telling. That's why I keep telling. Today, if two things to be focused on by anybody, one is learning as a competency, one is learning agility, another is the digital mindset. This two is required because things are changing so fast. So keep on learning. So it's a treadmill. If you even if you stand, you'll be pushed back. You have to keep walking faster and faster to remain where you are. And the
right.
same with the digital mindset because things are changing at such a pace that you need not be an expert in technology, programming, etc. But at least the mindset has to come. Which are the things can be automated? What can be done by me? What can be
Hmm.
looked
Hmm.
after? And
Hmm.
such thing has to come back.
So, can we say that people and business connect is going to be helping me to stay relevant even when the technology invades the entire HR space? My extent of business connect and people connect and my ability to learn faster will
Yeah.
only the tools that will help me to
Yes.
stay relevant. Otherwise,
Yes.
I'll be relevant maybe in the
Yeah.
future.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That is one, and always being aligned to the business means always put yourself in the shoes of CEO and think what he wants from HR. If you are start thinking like that, then it will be his pain. Maybe tomorrow, who will be the successor for this business?
Okay.
Tomorrow, if we are moving towards this technology, how I'm going to handle? How many people are going to retire now? Who are the successors? So, what is the talent pipeline? So, if you look at as a businessman or as a owner or as a CEO, and then you naturally will align all the priorities of HR into that.
No, that's a great insight, sir. You should understand the business pain points, and you should become a solution provider.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's the way you can stay relevant within
yes,
HR, not just running your regular routine processes. That
yes,
is going to be in danger.
yeah,
So I think that's a
yeah,
beautiful kind of
yeah,
point there,
yeah.
right? So now if I turn my attention towards the leader in you, so as a person, one personal observation and personal question is, I see you, sir, very ready to share your learning and wisdom very openly. You're very ready. I mean, you don't have any reservations at all. But at the same time, I also notice that you're willing to learn and listen to ideas, even if it comes from very young professional. So on one side, you're saying I have wisdom I'm willing to share. On the other side, I'm also a learner. I can learn it from youngsters as well. How do you strike this delicate balance as a leader?
I don't know whether it's I try to balance, but I have come up from the grassroots. So
Okay,
I have not joined as a manager. Though I passed out of Madras School of Social Work and joined as a in last interview, I joined as a time office supervisor. Time office supervisor is
okay,
typically at a project site looking after the total number of people that you have a time office punch in, punch out, and taking
yes,
care of IR labor related work. So that was my initial couple of 2 3 years of then there was a union. So union is it was in Karwar Atomic Power Project, very near to the port. Whenever there's a port, there's a lot of unions are there, so
right,
it cascaded into that. So I had to have a 12-3 settlement with them, two 12-3 settlement, strike and other things. Being after the settlement, once it is done, that settlement copy goes to the regional office and head office, telling that
right,
there was a strike and it has been settled and this is the settlement. Some of them, the seniors who read the settlement, looking at the language and the way it was drafted, they asked who is the person who is there. That is how
okay,
I got highlighted, and I from there moved to the next level, next level. So I have come up at different. I've been there. Then I was a cluster HR manager, then as a regional HR manager, then for a BU, then for a IC, then for a startup, then for international. So I have learned over the process, and when I and many people have helped me in this journey.
okay.
So that gives another very um, gratitude to see that whatever we know, we should also help others to learn and grow. That is the background of that. Yeah,
Beautiful. Yeah, yeah. Because I do notice that when someone comes with a new product or new initiative, new process, a new method of doing things, you have an ear for them and you
yeah,
do entertain. In fact, you offer your advice and you wish them all
yeah,
good luck to scale
yeah,
up kind of things, right? So you're very willing to
yeah.
listen to any fresh ideas all the time. So you encourage it. So I was a little curious because after some time, I mean, the way I've seen some of the leaders is that once you arrive, you feel that you're in only a telling position, right? Because you have so much, so you should only be telling. You should not be listening. It may sound very simple, but many a time that seems to be a big difference between an exceptional leader and okay kind of a leader. I think the big thing is whether
But
you're able to
every
energize people and listen and entertain their ideas.
no, no, every day is a learning. Whether you believe or not, today you have sent that link. I just went through that link and then I exited. Then I started reading. It says it is available and it can be used by anybody. So immediately I went through this. So today after this program, I'll do a deep dive into this, the whole platform, what it is, how it can be used, how I can use it in different methods within and outside. So
Wonderful.
that is the curiosity of knowing things and doing it. So every day is a learning. It is. You have to be
I
okay.
think you just mentioned a beautiful word. I think the sense of curiosity, if you're
Yeah,
able to nurture
yeah,
whatever level that you grow as a leader,
yeah,
I think you will forever remain fresh and energized and learner, a great learner. And that's a takeaway, sir, for me.
yeah.
Fantastic. So the next interesting part about you again as a leader is I see you wearing so many hats. You're a speaker, you're a coach, you're an HR leader, um, you're a family person and you give time to the family. And how do you manage your time and stay cool? My most important question is that the last part. You can get overwhelmed, you can be very irritable, you can act as if you're extremely busy and I don't have time to, people, and people can understand given the stature and the spread and all. But you maintain a lot of resilience, emotional resilience, the way I think you come across. How do you strike it, sir? My question is maybe two, three fold. How do you allocate your time and how do you balance and maintain your emotional resilience as a leader?
Maybe the work expands to the available time. So if you plan it, you can do that. So quickly prioritize it. And as I said, if I take one job, go sit, focus, and close it off.
Hmm, hmm,
That is the thing, not prolonging the same thing. Get into that. In fact, today I came to office not just because this interaction is there. Otherwise, I would have stayed at home. As you know, I am doing my certification from Coaching Federation of India, CFI now.
yeah.
So I have to submit the final thesis uh,
Okay.
project. So it's a voluminous work. People have been doing for the last 15 days, 1 month they are doing it. Whereas today, if I come, I will sit till 8 or 9, and tomorrow 1 day, 2 days, full focus. I will complete that, finish it off, hand it over. So that is how I focus on it. And most of the time, I get up early at 4 o'clock, and more, I'd say 4 to 6:30 will be the quiet time where many of my
Oh, is
things
it?
get done.
Okay. So you are a very early riser.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Oh,
It is.
lovely,
It is whenever there's a work, automatically the alarm, uh, body alarm wakes up, and four
okay.
o'clock I get up and can.
Right, right, right.
Yeah.
So on a personal level, since you are a very early riser and you have your time and space for yourself, etc., do you also invest in any of your physical health kind of a thing?
Yeah,
Are you conscious of that?
when I go for a walk after 6:30, I go for a walk by 7:15 or 7:30. I back and then get ready
Okay,
to the office. That
okay,
is the.
okay.
That
And
is
and,
the
and you are quite regular
yes,
with
yes.
that regime.
Yeah, yes.
Fantastic, fantastic. So I
Yeah.
think
Unless
this is
unless
another
I am
one.
on a tour, unless
Yeah,
we go
yeah.
on a tour and get disturbed.
Obviously, obviously. No, I think this is another piece. A lot of people, including me, we have no excuses to say, "Oh, I don't have time to walk. I don't have time to do any physical exercise." I don't think these are all very lame excuses. Including me, I keep giving myself. But listening to a very very busy leader like you with so much of spread, and you still have the discipline of allocating that little time for yourself, for your reading, for your learning, and for your physical exercise. I think that is a piece that I think we should really get inspired from. Amazing, sir. One more thing, I don't know whether we call it as a little sanskar that we learn from our parents or teachers or whatever. Um, Personally, I notice you that you are extremely respectful in your communication with anyone. So how do you get that? How did you get that? How do you maintain that respectful communication?
Maybe it has been in practice right from beginning. So I don't
Okay.
think too much to do that.
No, it's
It
become
happens on.
part of your
Yeah,
value
yeah,
system, I guess.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah,
the way you
yeah,
are. So
yeah.
yeah.
Right, right,
So even if you want to demand some work or expect some standards, it is so respectful. So
yeah,
the person feels as a human, I'm respected. Now, as a leader, he can expect,
yeah,
something
yeah,
more. So I think that's beautiful thing that I noticed. So I thought I want to really learn. It's become so unconscious kind of a thing for you,
yeah.
so
Yes,
you're
yes.
not even
No,
knowing
no.
where it has started, but it is possibly a
Yeah,
sanskar kind
yeah,
of thing. Excellent.
yeah,
Now, for many people who know you from the work front, from all your talks with the CII and various boards of studies that you are into, and you're helping so many people, they see you all as an HR champion, towering HR leader, and all that. But I also have seen the other facet of yours, which is your excellent skill of painting. In fact, I will be showing to our audience some of those paintings that you have got in your collection. But my curiosity is, where did you learn that? Is it a trained one or is it a natural skill that you got? Are you nurturing it now?
No, it is when during the school days. Okay, some of the competitions will come and all those things. That was the time when I was in school. The 20-point program of was going on. So some competition used to come and we go for a painting competition, etc. And I got one or two prizes there. So that motivated keep doing. And
So it's
then
a
in
natural
between,
skill. You're not trained
naturally.
in that. It's
No,
a
no, no,
natural
no,
skill.
not trained. And then in between, some paintings I did, and there was a big gap. And during COVID time, again sitting at home, I did couple of paintings. So again, it is getting busy. So whenever I find time, yes, if you look at, I will have at least two, three canvases and some all the paint brushes, everything will be available. So only thing you
Okay.
have to find time to do that.
Mm, mm. So are you pursuing that hobby, sir? Even
Once
today,
in a
whenever
while,
you
once in a
find
while.
time.
Yeah, whenever I
Okay.
find time, I may do it. But
Yeah.
if I take one, I have to complete it. So it will take at least one
Obviously.
Saturday, Sunday, it will be through. So
Okay.
if I
Okay.
feel everything comfortable and 2 days are available, then I may start that. Otherwise, I may not start. Yeah.
As an artist, when you are on with the brush and on the canvas, is it a very immersive kind of experience? I mean, you actually just get involved into that fully, and it gives you a lot of
Mm.
relaxation.
Yes, yes, yes. You have to get involved. Otherwise,
Okay.
yeah, the painting is on layers, right? It is
Yeah.
the so you have to visualize that and do that. What goes below and what comes up.
Right, right, right.
Yeah, that takes time.
No, no,
But
amazing,
I'm not
sir.
a very professional artist, so just I do some painting. That's it.
No, no,
Yeah,
absolutely. But when we see your paintings, it doesn't
yeah,
look very amateurish or anything. They are beautiful. They're beautiful, and I'll just actually have them included in our video. Where
yeah. Mm.
definitely for sure. But that's a great skill, sir. I think the
I keep
God's
learning.
gift,
I
God's
keep
gift.
also learning. Sometimes go to the YouTube, see some people painting how it is
Okay,
done. Then I'll
okay.
try the same thing once again and then get it done. Like
Beautiful,
yeah, yeah.
beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I'm so glad we covered so many dimensions. You as an individual, you as an HR champion, you are as a leader. I think it's been fascinating to touch upon various aspects. But before we conclude, I have this little cheeky question. Have you got more than maybe 35 years plus kind of a work experience and
37, 37 years.
37 years of experience, and such a vast rich kind of a career that you've got. Now I'm just thinking that if you were to rebuild your career from the scratch, so would you choose HR, or maybe you wish to have some other career track? I
Yeah.
mentioned this is a cheeky
So,
question.
again, that the same two things, either legal or back to HR, because
Okay,
very clear in my school itself, I didn't go for plus after 10th we have the 11th and 12th, that plus two we say. I went
right.
for commerce, economics, accountancy and advanced English. I didn't take maths or science. I
Okay,
came out of that. Once I
okay,
came out of that, then the options are different. So out of that I had one is inclination towards Madras School of Social because of the reputation and the institution, and another was a legal thing. To even today, if I look at either I'll move to legal or I'll get into
okay,
legal is
okay.
not as an corporate legal is more of a practicing advocate. That is
Practicing
yeah,
advocate. Yeah, yeah. Wonderful, wonderful. Sir. Thank you so much. So once again, so grateful for sharing your time, sparing your time and sharing your thoughts. It's been a beautiful learning experience for me. I will be recording this and I will be listening to this to draw my own personal insights. And I'm sure I think so many people who will watch this, they can take those beautiful, very deep insights from your entire life and experiences. More than just the knowledge that we read, I think listening to a leader like you will actually help us gain those insights. And beautiful, I mean, usually I say that Google can give you information, but only leaders can give insights. So thank you very much for sharing those insights and sparing your time, sir. Thank you so much.
thank you very much, Dr. Raj, for this opportunity. In fact, I feel very nice reflecting upon the whole episode and speaking to you. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Wonderful, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.